today you're going to be watching me doing a quick get ready with me using some indie makeup products. I've got on my face currently some Distracted Cosmetics, some StarGem Cosmetics, some DANESSA MYRICKS. I do also have some other brands like Made by Mitchell. I wanted to today use some indie brand makeup and do this face look. Give me a second to zoom in. We'll be doing the eye makeup first. Wow, look how zoomed in you are now. So I'm going to start with the beautiful DANESSA MYRICKS Colour Fix. Going to be using the shade Desert Rose to go all over the lid, but I don't want a huge amount of this all over the eyelid, so I'm only going in with a small amount. But you can see already there's quite a lot of pigment even though there is only a small amount on my brush. I've done a little bit of sweeping along the under eye. Beautiful. And now I'm going to try and match that on the other side. I'm happy with that. And I'll be going in with a Made by Mitchell palette. I'll be using Head in the Clouds palette, shade Shepherd's Delight, which is like a darker brown shade. I'm going to use his brush, the ME3. It's a similar colour to what's already on my lid. I'm just going to use it to reinforce the colour and deepen it. Also help this get a really smooth blended tone all over the lid by using a similar type eyeshadow shade. Probably getting such weird looking angles on the camera, but deciding between these three browns, I think we're going to go with the middle brown, which is a Marc Jacobs. I'm just going to do a nice brown liner on the lid. I'm trying to use the Marc Jacobs pencil liners, but they're not really smudging like I was hoping it would smudge. At least got some wing going on, but it's not really necessarily what I wanted to do. Good enough for me. They don't have to be perfect, but they're sisters, not twins. I'm going to use some of the highlighter shade Whiskey A Go-Go from StarGem and just do a gentle little wash of that on the lid. I think I'm going to grab the smallest little bit of the Made by Mitchell blush, shade Sweet Cheeks, baby pink one, and I'm going to use a very small amount, pop of pink as a highlight, but not actually be like a shimmery highlight, because it's a cream to powder product, so I can just pat this over the top and it blends in nicely. From Distracted Cosmetics, this beauty here. This is called Forgotten Candy. It's already starting to look magical. That's such a pretty glitter. Now the fun of doing the rest of the face. I'm just using the One Size Secure the Blur primer. I'm just going to put this in all of the spots that I have pores. I'll be using these two shades from StarGem to mix together to make my shade. Dot, 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 dot. Dabs of the lighter stuff everywhere. Also going to, this is when I'm also going to put in a little bit of that Made by Mitchell blush back in. So I'm going to put some pink there, some pink there. I'm going to grab the smallest little bit of the Desert Rose shade, dab a little bit on where I've got the blush as well. Got smallest little bit. I'm going to hydrate the heck out of the face area, and I grab my StarGem crystalline brush. So much blending, so much blending. So with another one of my crystalline brushes from StarGem, going to grab a bit of my contour stick from MAGMAG, contour up the face, give some more definition, all of the contouring. One of my favourite steps, this is when all the makeup starts coming together. Up here as well, again the Made by Mitchell blush, and I'll use it on my Morphe blush brush. I'm just going to dab the smallest little bit on the face, start building up that pink opacity on the cheek. Oh yeah, blends nicely into the skin at this point. I'm going to do a little bit of pink blush on my nose. Go, looking all sorts of cute. All the layers to this look. And my last little dollop of blush, which I'm going to put this right above the kind of crest of where my concealer is in the center of my forehead. I found it's a quite flattering placement for me. While I remember, I'm just going to put this Morphe liner shade Sweetheart. I'm just going to put that in my waterline. With my highlighter, I'm going to be using a mixture of the DANESSA MYRICKS Illuminating Veil in the shade Synergy, and I'll also be using the Enlight Halo Powder in the shade Fire. First going in with the liquid highlighter, just on a little paddle brush. And I just want this as a base for the other highlight. Yes, this stuff does take some getting used to because it can be quite potent and you can mess up the base really easily if you use a bit too much of it. Put the smallest little bit above the brows. I end up usually having a sweaty upper lip just because sweaty person, I guess. So I embrace that and make it extra highlighted. Now, my favourite part, using the Enlight Halo powder, or use, I'll zoom in with the DSLR in a second so then you can see it when I do it on this side. Oh, put a bit on my nose, grab a bit, put it in the center of my forehead. Look at my skin going so far. Oh, look at that highlight. I love the StarGem concealer formula. Works well as a foundation. I'm going to use StarGem's liquid lipsticks. I'm going to use the shade 1994, which is a beautiful dark brown matte. And then in the center, I'm going to go in with a lighter shade called Cheeky. I'm going to put the DANESSA MYRICKS glaze over the top of this. I'll cut now and come back with lashes on. I'll have these lashes in the style Furry from a brand called MUC Cosmetics that I'm on PR with. I'll leave their info down below in the description box. And like I said, I'll come back with the lashes on, lips done with some gloss, and then I'll do the outro. See you in a second. And here we go. This is my completed look that I've got going on, featuring indie brands that I've got listed in the title of this video. I've got some DANESSA MYRICKS on the eyes. I've got Distracted Cosmetics glitter on the eyes as well. I've got some StarGem on the eyes. I've got all of the things on the eyes. Got that DANESSA MYRICKS highlighter going on. Got StarGem on the lips. I'll give a little bit of a close-up. You can see the skin, you can see the glow, you can see the beauty. Thank you all for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your day, rest of your night, rest of your morning. Love hearts from Tasmania, Australia. I'll see you next time. Bye. Oh, lovely sound. Now, back to reality. What? There go gravity. Oh. This is everything I wanted. Shiny highlighter.